Hi everyone, welcome to Shitfaced Shitfics. Main host today. My name is Anon Pencil and I don't give a shit. Enigmatic Otaku.
Ew, I want guacamole.
If he gets back, I don't think he's here right now. Maybe he is.
Flam?
Oh.
Yeah, Flam is gone.
Flam's getting guacamole.
Rob is gone.
Flutter Priest.
Hello.
And we're going to get drunk and read you really bad fics. No. We're here. We are back. We are, in fact, back. So, we're going to read a story today. We're going to read it with the voices and everything. And story about Sonic the motherfucking Hedgehog and ponies. And it's also porn. Go really well.
Oh, boy.
By really well, I mean it's going to go terribly.
Has there ever been a Sonic porn clop, whatever, with anatomically correct hedgehogs?
Probably.
Wait, no.
I haven't read one.
They definitely do that with Knuckles, because Knuckles has a many-headed penis.
That's what I was thinking of. I confused hedgehogs with echidnas for a second there.
Yeah, no, that's not what we're doing. Okay, so we need to pick out some people. I had somebody picked for Rainbow Dash, but apparently Robbie Cakes is still, like, AWOL. Or whatever.
Yeah, his internet's gone.
Sucks. Priest, are you willing to narrate this time, or?
Yes!
Alright, so you'll narrate. Enigma.
Yes.
Are you up for just being all the male characters, and I'll be all the female characters?
Sure.
Can you manage this?
Yes, I have, like, a runny nose, but I can do it.
I'm saying, can you fucking handle it? I mean, I really want...
I can do it, Captain!
Okay! I really want Rob to read Rainbow Dash's part, because he's motherfucking Rob, motherfucking Cakerin. I am drunk. We're doing this.
I'm probably going to finish this bottle of whiskey tonight at the rate that I'm going.
I'm going to have bourbon after this story. Next story. Is this first person?
Yep. No, actually, yes, it is. So...
So, read the description of the story.
This is The Attraction of Opposites by rawcolter. Tagged for sex, alternate universe, crossover, random, and romance. When you live in the small town like Ponyville, ponies tend to pair you off immediately. In the case for a certain blue hedgehog, ponies assumed the mare who would capture his heart would be Rainbow Dash. But in truth, it is the town librarian and Celestia's apprentice, Twilight Sparkle, who catches his attention. Covert art belongs to Snicket, author of the Sonic and Equestria series.
There's no drinking word for this. Feel free to drink along freely. One thing you should know, though, if there are spelling errors in any story, we will read them as they are written. So just prep yourselves for that bullshit.
My router was buried in a mound of books.
Rob, is your internet okay?
I don't know. I mean, I might have fixed it, but it was, like, actually buried under a pile of books.
So what you're saying is that Twilight broke in, buried it under books, and then scampered off into the night.
I'm not going to say or do anything.
Rob, are you willing to play the part of Rainbow Dash in this porno that we're doing?
Like, do you guys have to ask twice? Because, no. Yes, I will do the thing.
So that's the story. Get in there, and if any time Rainbow Dash has to speak...
All right,
is yours.
Let's jump in deep.
So, like, how coherent is this? I'll actually know when Rainbow Dash is speaking.
Well, be quiet, and then you'll be awkward. So you have to follow along with us. So, This is The Attraction of Opposites. Oh, God, it's the Dragon Ball Z Abridged reference. The following is a non-profit fan fiction. My Little Pony belongs to Hasbro, and Sonic belongs to Sega. Please support the official release. I found myself baffled by the sudden feeling when I'm around him. The whole situation is rather surprising, to say the least. It wouldn't happen in a million years. Even if I was the only mare in Equestria, Yet, I find myself allured by this hedgehog. He didn't look like any of the hedgehogs I've seen, which is obvious, since he stands on two legs and has arms and these extendables on his paws, or hands as he likes to call them. Cobalt blue spines, peach skin on his arms, muzzle, and torso. He eats like a pig, though he has the decency to wear white gloves. His red and white shoes has gotten Rarity very interested in his world's culture. I feel my heart pumping when I gaze at his emerald eyes. And with that smirk on his face, that smirk, when we first met, it was kind of annoying. But over time, I grew fond of it.
Please don't get too into this, priest.
He arrived to Equestria through a device known as a warp wing. We didn't meet immediately after that.
Warp wing? Did you say a warp wing?
Try it
You said
again,
a warp
Priesty Pie.
wing.
Come on.
A warp ring. We didn't meet immediately after that. I've only grown notice of the blue hedgehog through the newspapers. They detailed the sightings, saving lives from accidents, stopping crooks in cities like Manhattan, Detroit, and Canterlot. Around the fourth week, a rampaging Ursa Major tore through Ponyville. There could have been casualties until he showed up. My friends and I were doing the best we could to keep the bear at bay, but to no avail. It struck Fluttershy, hurling her towards some sharp branches within the Everfree forest, and she could have been impaled, most likely killing her. But he came rushing in, saving her from certain death. We were surprised he came here, but saved the questions for later. It wasn't easy, and a long confrontation, but we managed to console it. After that mess, the townsfolk came out of their homes, thanking the blue hedgehog. He seemed a bit cocky, flashing that smirk, wagging his index finger. At first, I thought he was someone Rainbow Dash might have liked. In the following weeks, this hedgehog...
I burped. It was loud. It was great.
Sonic stayed with me and Spike at the library, sleeping on the couch. He and my assistant instantly got along, teasing me at most times. Sonic pretty much gave me the nickname Sparkle Butt, which made my cheeks flush. My flank isn't that big. The others seem to like him as well. He and Pinky are the most hyperactive beings that you may want to keep an eye on. Rarity conversed with him not only about the clothing of his world, but these gems called the Chaos Emeralds. He convinced Fluttershy to grow some confidence and helps her confess to Big Macintosh, and gave Applejack some help at Sweet Apple Acres. Out of all us, most ponies would have thought he and Rainbow Dash confessed their own feelings for each other. But that wasn't the case. Rainbow was interested in Soren from the Wonderbolts, which seemed logical when they usually meet each other. As for Sonic, he was actually happy for her. He was the first to congratulate her when they began dating. I was a little curious about it, but Sonic playfully said,
Enigma.
Besides, I got my eye on someone anyway.
That only increased my curiosity, even though it frustrated me.
Wait. Enigma's Sonic, and if I'm playing Rainbow Dash... No, fuck this.
But
No. You're Pinkie Pie. I'm Twilight. Twilight is the main female.
Oh, okay, here. We're good then.
Rob,
as long
you
as
want to be
fucking like... I just wanted to say, if you're fucking shipping me with Enigma, we're done.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna make you.
The whole story is about how him and Brett suck. No.
That's no good.
We're so fucked up. Let's do this. Let's do this, you assholes. Let's do this.
That only increased my curiosity, even though it frustrated me. I could have said that I loved him, but I didn't. I felt like a complete coward not saying anything. I've talked to Rarity, who seemed to be an expert in wooing stallions. She said I could use my feminine charms to get him to notice me. I let that sink, thinking he was interested in Rarity. Though it might be plausible, Rarity has standards. Plus...
Sorry, that was great. Very standards.
Plus, Sonic usually runs by covering her in mud and ruining her mane, which I do admit is a little funny. Pencil, can you please?
What? No, sorry.
Covering Rarity in mud?
I love being covered in mud! Sorry, I'm done.
Thank you. Fluttershy is already engaged to Macintosh, and Applejack is too preoccupied in running the farm. Wait! So Fluttershy... What is this timeline? Okay.
Wait a minute. Wasn't like
Just
Holy
Sonic
wall
just-
of exposition,
Sonic
Batman.
just ran through this fucking town, waved his arms, and everything is like all pitch and perfect.
Wait, I see dialogue. It's at the end of the. It's at the end of the tunnel. Let's go. Okay.
We're almost in dialogue. We're almost there.
In hindsight, I could have realized he liked me, but dismissed it. What would Sonic see in me? Me. What others might call the teacher's pet. It's like the straight-A student dating the jock, who, in this case, was specialized in running track. I found it kind of ridiculous to think of him as having an interest in me. But last night, I was wrong. It began with me finishing my recent report for Princess Celestia, which involved some ponies who were still angry at Rainbow Dash for that double rain boom incident.
God.
Right? I myself was still a little peeved, which strained our friendship for a while. But I forgave her in time. They wanted her sent to jail. Worst, banished. But luckily, Sonic helped me and Soren to save her, and convinced the town folks that she was humble, and is willing to help out in daily activities around Ponyville. As I rolled up the scroll, using my magic to give it to Spike so he could send it to the princess.
Ah.
He exhaled, after igniting the scroll with his green fire, sending it away.
That was a long day.
Agreed.
I nodded, my violet eyes glancing at the purple and green friend.
Next time, I'm letting Rainbow to her own messes.
I exhaled, laying down on my mattress, trying to relax. Then Sonic comes barging in, with a huge grin on his face.
Sup, Twy?
He greets, emerald eyes staring at mine.
Sonic,
I catch my breath, my brows furrow into an annoyed glare.
do you really need to do that?
Spike begins to whistle, stepping out of the room and down the stairs. Sonic waves the baby dragon goodbye, then turns to me.
Up, he fell down the stairs.
He rushes onto my bed, sitting next to me.
Probably.
The hedgehog grinned, brushing a finger against my
I
cheek.
love how I mute my mic and somehow it unmutes.
My cheeks flush, emerald eyes close to mine.
You know, you do look pretty when you're angry.
My brows raise, my ears listening to that key word. Pretty.
You think?
I felt my heartbeat rise, Sonic getting closer. I raise my head, my face near his. My ears burn as he wraps an arm around my back. The beating goes faster, my mind trying to piece it all together.
Pretty.
He answers.
Adorable.
The hedgehog then leans closer, pressing his lips against mine.
I'll kill you, Enigma. I will kill you. Go on, I'm sorry.
My eyes widen, feeling his touch, and the gloved hand on my back moving up to my mane. As my heart was thumping non-stop, I closed my eyes, wrapping my forelegs around his neck, bringing him closer to me. He climbs on top of me as I lay my back onto the sheets of my bed. He places his free hand on my waists as I pull away, panting heavily.
Can I just point out how Twilight is so willing to put out so quickly?
Just think, Pencil. Enigma's running his tongue in your mouth.
You need to stop!
No. What's more disturbing is the fact that I'm running my gloved hands on her back.
Please stop! I'm not Twilight Sparkle! Please stop!
Not with that attitude, you're not.
We're doing this. Let's go. Come on. Can you give me part of the previous line, please?
He places his free hand on my waists as I pull away, panting heavily.
That's all.
Sonic. I said it. Sonic.
I breathed in and out, feeling a sensation.
A sensation!
Sorry. Try it again. I can do this. I can do this. Huh, okay. Priest!
I didn't hear the line from you.
I said, well...
Gulping, failing to even form a sentence. He places a finger on my muzzle, staring at me with half-lidded eyes. He then proceeds to remove his gloves, tossing them aside my nightstand. Suddenly, I feel a burning sensation between my legs. Almost wet.
Love you.
What the fuck was that?
So scared.
Did you say that to your mother, Enigmatic Otaku? That was the creepiest shit I have heard in months!
He's just trying to say it to me and he's scared. I can tell. We can do this.
Yeah,
we can do this
no.
together. Okay.
Come on, Enigma.
Read the line again, Enigma.
Enigma. Okay, listen. Dude, bro.
What?
Empty your mind. Just empty it, okay?
Do you need me to do it first?
Excavate your bowels and just empty it.
Enigma,
And then
just do it like this.
Read
you.
not with your eyes or your mind or the brain, but with your heart.
I thought you were going to say penis, and I was going to be mad at you, Rob.
No,
I was gonna say
God,
ass.
I have some morals. Like,
Okay.
I wouldn't want Enigma's penis.
And let's get through this.
Yeah.
What was that, Enigma?
What was that?
My niece.
Are you just killing your niece?
Continue.
Shut up. Read the line, Enigma.
Go.
Not continue killing your niece, but continue
No.
the story.
Okay, pause. Just keep going.
It's like a dying puppy. It's like a dying puppy in the background.
Enigma, let Enigma read the line. Let Enigma read the line, guys. We can do this. It's okay.
Do it.
Love you.
He answers, leaning over to my neck, placing his lips on it. A moan escapes my lips as he places his hands on my waists, gripping them. My hind legs thrash around as my thighs are being drenched. The smell of my own arousal begins.
Razzle.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle.
I'm razzle dazzle. I'm coming for that asshole.
Oh my god!
We need to do this, guys. I know we're drunk and stupid. We have to try.
I think someone's dying.
The smell of my own arousal begins to fill my room as he leaves a trail of saliva on my neck. Sonic pulls away, staring at me in the eye.
I know.
Well, why didn't you say something?
I inquired, feeling something brush against my puffy slit. Glancing down, I was revealed to his peach-skinned member.
What?
It was vastly different from a stallion's. It looked long and a little thick. What also brought my attention was that his phallus had two bumps, almost like a knot.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Looking
I'm
back,
slowing down.
looking back up, I stare at Sonic, biting my bottom lip.
Well,
He begins rub his knotted shaft against my moist sex.
I thought you weren't interested.
I moan again, feeling my vaginal walls convulse, though Sonic was teasing me at best.
That was until Spike told me about it this morning.
He leans down to give me a quick kiss, then spreads my legs further apart.
He told me how you like talking about me. The glances you give me, the red cheeks, and let's not forget that adorable look when you're embarrassed.
Okay, this is giving me cancer faster than fucking 4 packs a day would. Like, I'm just saying.
Gasping loudly.
Come on.
In the middle of
Do
that
this.
shit.
That was me. Sorry, I was eating a cookie.
Gasping loudly, I cling my forelegs around his neck, touching his back quills.
Before, I thought you might have liked Rainbow, and
I moan again, my focus degrading. The hedgehog leans over, his muzzle near my ear.
I think he's actually trying.
to finish a sentence. There's so many times where Twilight's like, I thought you were going to do this, and...
No.
Should I continue now?
Yes,
Yes, Enigma.
I get it,
he whispers.
but you miss a few key things.
He then whispered. Fuck. He then. Shut up, I'm drinking. He then
I'm
positions.
not drunk, I'm just drinking.
He then positions the head of his member against my slit, pushing my lips apart to enter.
Rainbow has Soren. I think of her as a friend in you.
He slowly goes in, only to be stopped by my hymen.
Oh, fuck off. No matter what they say.
I think that delivery was A+. Good job. Continue.
With that, he pushes through my hymen, tearing it, wincing in pain. My blood trickles down his shaft. He proceeds to move his hips, giving slow thrusts. A series of moans and gasps escape my lips. I let go of his neck to let him thrust. This isn't how I imagined my first time, but I am not complaining right now.
I'll complain later.
Right now, I was enjoying this, as was he. Sonic leans forward as he begins to thrust deeper into my slit, feeling his knot enter. Shouting, the pace of his thrusting begin to change, ramming his lap faster. Light smacking sounds begin to echo throughout my room, making the experience more erotic.
You
Real
sound...
quick. Real quick. Priest is trying to go the one guy that does the Affleck voice. What's his name?
Affleck!
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah. And then throughout my room, making the experience more erotic. Like,
Okay, to be clear, Flam knows I'm capable of trying to actually do sex noises, just
Yes.
no matter what the situation is. Because we've done a clop fic together before with weird shit, so let's try if I can actually do.
Alright, let's do
Let
it.
me see. All right, hold on. Can you give me the line before, Priest? I'll try to do this.
Light smacking sounds begin to echo throughout my room, making the experience more erotic.
Sonic.
I chant his name as he thrusts. My walls convulse around his throbbing member as it goes in and out.
Convulsing!
boner.
Laying my head back, panting heavily.
Hug me. Ah.
I probably sound like a whore.
We're all dying.
Breathe, breathe. Do it, man. Breathe in through the nose,
That ain't Priest, man.
out through the anus.
I probably sound like a whore, but it doesn't matter. This, between Sonic and I, two people enjoying each other's embrace. Wrapping around him again, I pushed the hedgehog closer against me.
More.
I hollered, begging for more.
Tight.
I love that. What the fuck?
Enigma.
Tight!
Boy.
He snarls, putting more force into his thrusts.
Oh God.
The sounds of our coats smacking against each other grows. Sonic leaning over to nibble on my neck again, he moves his hand onto my flank, squeezing it. I feel my vaginal caverns collapse on his thrusting member as it penetrates my cervix.
So fucking tight.
So fucking thight? Did you just say thight?
I'm purposely trying to make this as cringy as possible, more than it already is.
No, are you
But-
purposely or are you accidentally purposely?
Come on, let's
I also have.
guys.
I also,
We're almost done. Let's do this. Come on.
Like, I'm not almost done. I'm not even half mast right
Guys,
now. Like, this is
the
fucking
fuck-
horrible.
The time has come, and so have I.
Dear Princess
So,
Celestia.
I have faith in you. Let's do this.
Dear Princess Celestia, this is incredible! Closing my eyes, enjoying every second of this moment. I begin to hear Sonic pant heavily when he pulls away from my neck. I could tell that he's experienced, but I'm not bothered by it. Maybe because my thoughts were clouded, as I was filled with euphoria. Sonic leans over to me, pressing his lips against mine. He digs deep into my cavern as ropes of hot liquid pour from his shaft.
I don't know if I can do this, but I'll try. I can try. It's okay.
I moan into the kiss as my vaginal walls clamp on his member, as my own juices squirt from my slit, drenching his lap and my bed. This caused a second wave of semen pour into my womb. I pull away from the kiss out of breath. This is silence.
I said,
it doesn't say who it is.
no, it's me. It's me. I'm trying. Can you give me the line before it, please, priest?
I pull away from the kiss out of breath.
Dear Faust.
I gasped as Sonic collapses, laying next to me as he pulls out.
That was incredible.
Yeah.
He nods, pecking my cheek.
Glad you liked it.
He places an arm around me as I rests against his chest.
Twilight, at first, I thought you were an uptight unicorn who doesn't know how to have fun.
He grinned as I rolled my eyes, feeling a little annoyed.
But as I got to know you, I learned that you're a pretty smart mare who cares for her friends and the safety of others.
Smiling, I lean over to book his nose.
Sorry. I got this. Well,
I
Wow.
sighed.
I thought you were an arrogant jerk. A male version of Rainbow at worst.
He scoffs, using his index to rub his nose.
Or this is him.
No, this is...
It's
It's
just
so you.
it's shitty subject placement.
Yeah. But I then learned that you're a guy who risks his life for others, even if it seems hopeless.
My eyes feel heavy, but I smile at him. Sonic gives me a kiss before I drift to sleep. Outside the Golden Oaks Library, behind Twilight Sparkle's bedroom window, a certain pink earth pony mare was glancing at the sleeping couple. Pinkie Pie giggled, grinning at the events that unfolded before her. She sat on the balcony of the tree home along a certain cyan spectral-maned Pegasus. Rainbow Dash was snickering, feeling to hold back her laughter.
Wow!
Pinkie Pie Jesus Christ, the Pinkie voice! Pinkie exclaimed, turning to her giggling companion.
That was a doozy, wasn't it, Dashy?
Rainbow's response was collapsing onto the wooden floor, laughing. She lies on her back, kicking her hind legs in the air as her forehooves press against her stomach.
Oh man!
She cackles. What the fuck?
That's oh my god. Holy shit.
Trying to calm herself.
That was priceless. I knew they fucked eventually, but that was...
The Scion Mare continues to laugh even more.
Well,
Pinky turns away from Rainbow towards the reader.
Fuck off.
that's all, every pony.
She waves. Rainbow stops, sitting up, glancing at the pink mare. She sighed, flapping her wings, hovering above the floor, then flying away back to Cloudsdale.
I'd hate to see their kids.
I'd love
oh,
how,
God.
I think I love how Pinky's voice sounded like fucking Pinky from Pinky and the Brain.
So this was the story. Thank
All
you
about
for
how.
coming.
So,
The
so
attract
was that pencil Enigma fucked? And I'm traumatized.
the attraction of opposites.
Oh,
To
then
be
you-
clear, to be clear, we're gonna do another story after this. But guys, so that was a story. That was a thing that happened, and I need some more bourbon. Priest, you want to flicker
Yes,
it in a
so-
second? I was just gonna say.
Priest, you want to flick it? Is that what you
Flicker.
said?
what I mean.
Do you want to do a readout, or are we just
No.
done?
No,
I'm
but-
just gonna. My readout is this. Thanks for coming to Shitfaced, Shitfix. Tune in next time and get drunk, fuckers.